What is happening, MMA community? It's your boy Super Saiyan MMA coming at you guys with some crazy news I just read about BJ Penn on Twitter. But real quick, we just got done with the UFC fight and the Bellator fights that went down this Saturday. And wow, it was crazy. It was fun. Let's first just start real quick. The Bellator fight, AJ Mckee versus Patricio Pitbull. And well, I mean, not much to say besides yeah, this dude came in, landed a mean head kick on Patricio in the first round, quick, and then just touched him up, dropped him, thought the fight was over, was not. Pitbull was still in it, gets up, only to get put in a guillotine and get submitted in the first round. And we have our new featherweight Bellator Grand Prix champion, that is AJ Mckee, who has now brought his MMA record to 18-0. So he's still undefeated. And we're going to say that dude is a beast, though. He's not in the UFC, but that dude still has pretty good skills. And honestly, I can see this guy competing up there. And he's came out and he said that he would love to go against Max Holloway. That's like his dream fight. I would love to see that. That would be great. Moving on to the Sean Strickland fight versus Uriah Hall. Ain't much to say besides, I told you guys, Sean Strickland was going to beat the brakes off of Uriah Hall. And it pretty much went down that way. He had his way in there, picked him apart. Uriah had a couple moments in there, but for the most part, I would say it was all Sean Strickland. And I believe that he set a striking record too. So that was impressive because, yeah, it was 5 rounds of nothing but Sean Strickland landing on Uriah Hall, and he gets that unanimous decision. Oh, and I also saw that this is Strickland's 5-fight UFC win streak at middleweight. So he's tied with Brendan Allen for the second longest active streak in the division, behind Israel Adesanya, who is obviously 10. So Strickland has improved to 3-0 since he returned to the UFC middleweight division in October. He's 17-0 overall in his career in the weight class, though, so that's pretty impressive. I just saw the fight that he had against Kamaru Usman when he was down in welterweight, and oh man, that was nasty. Usman was just putting that boy down and could not get nothing going on. I feel bad for him. I'll tell you what, he don't look the same. The way he looked against Uriah Hall, he looked like he could have gone a few more rounds. And it doesn't surprise me because this guy says that he's trained with, guys like Hamza Chimaev, who's apparently known for their cardio as well. So, yeah. So going on about what I just read about our boy BJ Penn. So I'm over here on Twitter. You know what's up. Just chilling. And then I see this. Says BJ Penn sucked into wave pool engine room, nearly died. I was like, oh, I'm interested. I'm that dude that subscribes to those like crime channels. I'm that guy that's like watching or listening to Mr. Ballin episodes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here. So I'm going through this and I see BJ Penn sucked into wave pool engine room. So I was like, okay, I click on this. I'm about to see what this is about. This is how it went down. I'm quoting BJ Penn. I'm just going to read it off for you guys, all right, real quick. So this is BJ Penn. Last year, when I got sucked into a wave pool engine room and thought I was going to die, I kept thinking, don't die for your kids. I was surfing for about an hour and the line started getting longer to catch the wave. I was sitting next to the owner of the wave pool by the wall where the waves come from. The first wave it shoots out is a dud to get everyone ready for the next wave. The dud wave came back, and because I was so close to the wall, the wave swallowed me and pushed me and my surfboard underneath a huge cement wall. I remember feeling like I was getting sucked into a pipe, and at that moment, I got scared. It ended up pushing me into a big dark cement room that fills up with water to push the next wave for the wave pool. It felt like I was in the movie Saw or Final Destination. The room would fill up with water to the top, and I would hold my breath, and then it would push the water out to make the wave. And it was really rough inside there. Everything I bumped up against in the room that hurt me got infected. I got a bad sinus infection and a couple facial fractures from getting knocked around the cement walls, and from the fractures that dirty water got in my face and infected my whole sinus. I was on antibiotics for 3 weeks for my face. While I was in the wave pool engine room, I knew that one of my friends outside from Big Island is a legendary surfer, and I knew that he would come in there to rescue me, so I stayed calm. A lot of other people might have panicked and maybe gave up, but I just stayed strong for my kids. Anyway, to make a long story short, I survived that motherfucker. The name of the people in water park have been left out. I got the kind guy shows up to your house to play and gets hurt and tries to sue you. So all love. Oh, I guess he's saying that he's not that kind of guy. Well, that's good. That's cool. I mean, that's the way it should be. But I mean, I don't know, man. They should really do something about that. So, anyhow, back to what he was saying. Maybe I was the first guy in history to get sucked into a wave pool engine room while it's in operation. But no matter what happens in life, and no matter how scary it is, if I can offer you any advice, I would just say to stay calm. If I didn't fight tough cunts my whole life, I might have panicked. But it was just another day in the office. Wow. That's insane, BJ. The fact that you got sucked in and then you got scratched up and all this shit got infected. You had like a sinus infection and this room was filling up with water all the way to the top. It does sound like a Saw movie. It does sound. I don't know about a Final Destination movie unless you foresaw that shit, but it definitely sounds like a Saw movie or something crazy. You know what's really crazy? It kind of reminds me of some stories that Mr. Ballin be telling. Real stories that have happened to people, and here I am reading a story that happened to BJ Penn, one of the greatest former UFC lightweight champions back when UFC was starting to grow. I'm glad he made it out of there. I know that this he kind of gets into like drunken fights and all this shit, but at the end of the day, that guy's still, he's a former champ. He's a father. He's got kids. And at the end of the day, he was just having fun out there. He wasn't trying to get in on nothing. And then this happened. This could happen to anyone. Fortunately for him, he was able to get out, keep his cool, and get out. But the same probably wouldn't be. We wouldn't be able to say the same for anyone else. Me personally, I probably would have stuck it out, but I never know. I never know. So I'm glad he's out. I'm glad he's okay. BJ Penn, you crazy motherfucker. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys for now. Let me know what you guys think. Up until the next one. Peace.